Hello, very good morning and welcome to Athavan newspaper highlights. Today, Monday, 29th of August 2016. This is Athavan with the highlights of today's English newspapers. Firstly, let's have a look on the Daily Mirror. The main headline says, New model to administer loss-making plantation companies. The government will introduce a new model to run the plantation companies soon, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said yesterday. Speaking at the United National Party membership drive in Hatton, Mr. Wickremesinghe said all plantation companies which are undergoing losses would be brought under this new model of administration. Some plantation companies are not run effectively and incur losses, while others are running at a profit. We will bring all loss-making plantation companies under the new model. According to this model, the loss-making plantation companies will be handed over to compliant people, he said. Modi delays Indian minister's visit. Indian Minister of State Commerce Nirmala Sitharaman, who was to visit Sri Lanka on 25 for a short visit at the invitation of the Sri Lankan Minister of International Trade Manik Samaravikrama, cancelled her visit on account of pressing engagements in New Delhi, reliable sources told Express on Saturday. It is learned that she had to be present in New Delhi at an important meeting on trade and economic affairs to be addressed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and also to prepare for the Indo-US Strategic and Economic Dialogue in which US Secretary of State John Kerry is to participate. 4 terrorists killed in Pakistan involved in Sri Lanka cricket team attack. 4 LEJ terrorists who were allegedly involved in the attack on Sri Lankan cricket team in 2009 were shot dead by Pakistan police in the wee hours of yesterday in Lahore. According to the Criminal Investigation Department of the Punjab Police, 7 terrorists attacked a CID team in Manawan area of Lahore where officers of the department are located. Lieutenant Colonel's wife shot. A wife of an army lieutenant colonel was injured after she was shot by an unidentified man in Isirpura Malabe in Athrukriya on Saturday night. Police said the 45-year-old woman was shot at around 10:15 p.m. and admitted to the National Hospital. Secondly, let's move to Daily News. The main headline says, Patient abuse case. Kalubovila Hospital dock on the mat. Rajida orders special probe. Woman admitted after boyfriend's assault. Health and Indigenous Medicine Minister Dr. Rajida Senaratne ordered a special investigation into the alleged abuse of a female patient at the Colombo South Teaching Hospital. As of the minister's direction, Health Services Director General Dr. Palitha Mahipala had instructed Colombo South Teaching Hospital Director Dr. Asela Gunawardena to hold a proper inquiry into the incident. TNA MPs meet PM, discuss North-East issues. A team of TNA parliamentarians led by opposition leader R. Sampanthan met Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe on Friday to discuss matters pertaining to the people in the north and east, a press communique from the opposition leader's office stated. During the meeting, Sampanthan had drawn the attention of the Prime Minister towards unauthorized constructions and settlement taking place in the north and east. The TNA delegation also raised concerns over temples and statues being erected in the area. They pointed out that they were not against the settlement of Sinhala people in the area, but that some elements were trying to instigate communal tension and unrest over resettlement, the opposition leader's media spokesman said. Meanwhile, Sampanthan toured the southern province last weekend. This was his first visit to the south after assuming duties as the opposition leader. Participating in a media briefing in Matara, he stressed that they were not for the division but for the devolution of powers. The aspirations of the Tamils are to live in harmony in an undivided country with shared powers. Triforces are necessary for a country. Monetary affairs, foreign affairs and emigration should come under the control of the central government. Our party does not wish to divide the country, nor we desire another war. We see the repercussion of the war and we want to hinder all spaces that could lead to war in the future, he said. Lankan convicted of adultery in Saudi deported. A Sri Lankan woman convicted of adultery in Saudi Arabia was deported home on completion of her jail term in a prison in Dawatmi, some 40 kilometers from the capital of Riyadh. confirming the release and the subsequent deportation. Sri Lankan embassy sources in Riyadh said the maid was originally sentenced to death for adultery and it was later reduced to 3 years jail by a court of appeal in Al Dawatmi. Finally, let's move to Ceylon today. CERT ensuring president's website invulnerable. CID to track down hackers. Sri Lanka's Computer Emergency Readiness Team CERT has taken various steps to ensure that President Maithripala Sirisena's official website will in future not be vulnerable to hackers, following last week's cyber attack that threatened a cyber war in the near future. Information security engineer of CERT, Prashant Chandra Gupta, said that they were working together with the Information Technology Department of the President's Office to take precautionary methods in the fallout of the attack. MR blasts government. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa on Saturday slammed the government for threatening the media and trying to silence those who raised their voices against the government attempts to breach national security. Sulaiman murder probe, travel ban on two more. Two more individuals were banned from overseas travel by courts yesterday after being interrogated over the abduction and murder of billionaire businessman Mohammad Sakim Sulaiman. Sources said the two individuals were interrogated for over 5 hours by the police before being produced in court. No separate SLFP convention. Sri Lanka Freedom Party members of the joint opposition said that they will not hold a separate SLFP convention. With that, let's come to an end of today's paper highlights. We will come with more news tomorrow morning. Thanks for listening to Athavan Newspaper Highlights.